Welcome to a casual chat and pack with me. So I have done many sold to ship with me videos in the past, and I think the last one I did was maybe about 3 months ago, and I had posted another video which was starting over at 59, and that was talking about how I became a reseller and started my own business. And that was all because of, in 2020 during lockdown, I was laid off. And so what I've been doing is I've been focusing on creating videos that talk about sort of that overall experience that I had with the layoff, with me starting over, and having my own business, and also turning 60 years old, and what that means to be, I don't know, I guess in middle age, getting ready for retirement. So I just thought I would sit down and pack up my orders, and then just check in with you guys, because it's been a while. Let's see, so I think I'll start with, okay, I have this. I'm going to be super rusty as far as talking while I'm shipping, and I hope you guys don't mind, but I thought this would be a really fun thing to do. I've been missing doing this actually, but I think what I'm planning on doing is making it a lot more casual. Less focused on the numbers and what has sold and how much I made, and just kind of talk and chat, catch up with everybody. So this one goes here, and this one goes here. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Oh, sorry, Sven. Alright, so I'm going to start off with putting these over here on the side. There. Okay. And then I'm going to make sure that I'm wrapping the right thing. It's going to the right customer here. Yeah, this is first. And just to let you know, this is a Tommy Bahama 100% linen men's button-down shirt, or actually it's a button-up shirt because it doesn't have the buttons at the collar. So really super crispy and new, like in new condition, although it doesn't have any tags, so I can't claim that it's new, so it's pre-owned. And actually my friend Ruby handed this shirt as well as 2 others that are just like this but in different colors, and she handed it over to me. We did the Alameda Vintage Fair together, or Antique Fair, and she had been saving Tommy Bahama shirts because she knows that I like Tommy Bahama, and she doesn't typically sell men's clothing. So anyways, Ruby, if you're watching this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving this to me. Let's see, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah, so how's everybody doing? I'm hoping everybody's doing well. Business is going good. Everybody is having a good Q4 so far, and which means that business is picking up. I guess what I can kind of let everybody know, and I've talked about this in other videos, but I've pretty much changed my status from full-time reseller to part-time, and I have been getting used to it. My sales, along with me listing less items, I'm having less sales. But for me, that's been, fine with what I'm kind of currently going through. And since I guess the big change is that I'm no longer treating my YouTube channel as just a hobby, and I'm treating it more like one of my streams of income. So I wanted to have a little bit more time to spend on YouTube creating content, creating new content. And so I realized that I didn't want to kill myself. So I cut back on my reselling. And so currently I list 2 items. I try to list 2 items every day. I don't always hit that. And what I notice is sometimes if I'm very busy with creating a video, I might not do my listings, or I might not post my listings for that day. So, and I've been just trying to be okay with it. For how many years now? 3 years I've been doing reselling, and I had never missed a day of posting. And so since I've kind of changed my business around, that was one of the major things that have, that's switched up for me. And the other thing that I realized is that, turning 60 and really looking at my finances, thinking about when am I going to retire, and how I could collect Social Security at age 62, which is 2 years from now. So, really thinking about life changes. And this is a tie, and I can't even remember the name of the brand. It's a new to me brand. It's based in England, and it's called Bowring Arundel and Company, and it's based out of England, made in England. Also, if you hear some banging and things, it's upstairs. They are putting in a closet unit up in Kelsey and Justin's bedroom. So that's something that's going on. Might get a little noisy from time to time. But yeah, so I've had a lot of changes going on. Changes in my home environment. We've had a lot of renovation going on, and I have a new grandbaby. I'm a new grandma, and I love it. I actually love being a grandma. I had no idea what it would feel like, if it would be something that I would enjoy, and I actually do really love it. So that's been great. And I think with having a grandchild, it sort of made me shift my priorities and perspective on, how things are going in my life, and how I had really grinded for many, many years. I had some very difficult times in my life and worked really hard. And who knows how much time I have left in this life. So it is kind of important to be thinking, for me, about what the rest of my years are going to be like. And I think, I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. Yep, that's right. The worst thing is sending items to the wrong customer. And I've done that before, so I don't want to do it again. Okay, so this is good. Put this over here. All right, next item that I'm gonna go ahead and ship is a Johnny Was kimono, and it's velvet with a lot of embroidery, and it's in this really pretty sort of muted purple. It's almost like a purpley brown color. I don't know if you guys can see it. It does have sort of a waterfall front, open, long to mid-length. And let's see. I actually picked this up at a buy-sell trade store. I recently went in and sold a bunch of stuff and was able to find this kimono, and it was really priced pretty low, so I was happy to grab it. And after I I'm just double checking it to make sure that it looks okay. And you know how velvet looks different when you turn it in different directions. I'm just double checking. Yeah, so I was able to pick this up, and I listed it yesterday, and it sold. So, and I think it sold for the full asking price. No, I gave the customer 20% off. So, customer bought this for $88, and that's before taxes and everything. So this is a great sale. See. Yeah, that should work. It's a great sale for me. So another thing that's happened with my business is that the Goodwill bins that I used to go to all the time has closed down. So I don't know if they are going to open it up again. There are all kinds of rumors going around. You know, some are saying that it's being renovated, some are saying that it's going to be shut down for good. And what has happened is Arizona Goodwill has bought out the Bay Area Goodwill. And so San Francisco, Oakland, you know, all this Bay Area, East Bay, has been bought out by Arizona. And I believe it's a good thing, because I think what was happening to our Goodwills wasn't the best. Prices were sky high. San Francisco was taking all the inventory from all the different donation stores, and they were picking out the best items for the online store, and then pricing out and shipping out all the not very good items to all the stores. And I think also the bins were heavily picked over as well. So, you know, the items that were getting sent to the bins were not the best items, weren't getting as many raw donations as we used to. So I think the model is going to change with Arizona now owning the Goodwills around this area. So, you know, it'll be interesting to see. But if they no longer open up the Goodwill that's in Oakland, if that goes away, then I'm going to need to figure out what to do. And I don't know if that means that I'm going to need to go to the Goodwill bins in South San Francisco. Maybe I'm going to need to go to the bins in Sacramento. Sacramento bins, that would be quite a commute, as well as there's a toll fee to get over there, across the bridge and stuff. So, you know, that would require me probably spending most of the day in Sacramento in order to make it worthwhile. So, but I'm not really worrying about that right now. I've had enough inventory to get me through for a while. And since I'm listing only 2 a day, I don't need as much inventory. I'm also really trying as much as I can to find really, really good items that, sell pretty fast and for a good profit. So, that's been my my focus. Okay, so that one. Let's see. All right, so this is actually a Poshmark sale. I only had one Poshmark sale this weekend. As you can see, I have a lot less sales, and which is okay because I'm not listing as much items. But this is an Eileen Fisher pair of trousers, and they're just some really nice black trousers or slacks, however you want to call them. I felt really compelled to come and just chat. And, I think I've mentioned this before. I am trying to work up the courage to do some lives. And so, I don't know why. It's just, for some reason, doing a live, the thought of it is just very scary to me. But I'm all about trying to face my fears. I think that's something that I've been really focused on for the last few years. And okay, this one has a different sticker. Has this sticker. And I had to face my a lot of different fears of starting a business. Moving away from graphic design and art direction after being, in this business or industry for over 30 years, and starting a YouTube channel, where I'm not the most outgoing, talkative person in the world. However, I notice now that I talk a lot more than I used to. So I think there's been some personal growth for me, and that's one of the benefits of starting a YouTube channel, I think, is really kind of building confidence in ourselves. And so that's been, a real plus for me. So, okay, so that's good. I'm going to go ahead and put that here. And yeah, so I'm gonna try doing a live, see how that goes, a live or 2. What else am I thinking about? Yes, with the new year approaching as well, I do want to focus in on sort of my health and fitness and wellness. So I'm going to also be, focusing on trying to get back on focusing on my weight loss as well. And I kind of took a break from that, a step back, because of all the other things that have been going on in my life. And, I wanted to get over a lot of these, things that were happening. There was a couple of performances that I had. There was the baby shower and preparing for the baby. There was a lot of renovation projects, and I'd like to do a video on sharing, what my space looks like as of now, and it's kind of still a work in progress. So I want to do that, and then of course, going through having the baby and how our lives have changed ever since, you know, Malia has been born. So there's a lot of different changes, but you know, with the new year coming up, things kind of settling in a little bit, I'm more used to, I'm getting a little bit more used to what it's like to create more video content and things like that. So that is in the near future. I want to focus in on that. Okay, so last item to ship out is this Chico's dress. It's a really nice jersey knit in this really fun tiger pattern animal print. So this one I remember I found quite a while ago at the bins. Went ahead and picked it up. It's in great condition. I don't know, I think it's sold for maybe about $26, $27. So, you know, not a super big sale, but I'm just happy that it's sold and, you know, it's moving out, and then, you know, hopefully the buyer really loves this item. I think it's a really nice piece. So I think I've pretty much been selling more than what I've been listing. So my inventory numbers are going down quite a bit. You know, I might come to a point where I can start upping my listing, but I'm not going to pressure myself on that. And, you know, I think for me moving away from just doing purely reselling content is a good move for me, because, you know, I'm not like the best reseller in the world. You know, I don't make tons of money, and I think, you know, the fact that my focus is kind of shifting, I don't know how much I can help, you know, so many, especially new resellers, but, you know, I think I can help some, and then maybe some folks who are starting it and maybe primarily wanting it to be more like a hobby, maybe one source of, you know, one stream of income, maybe doing it part-time. Maybe I can appeal to, you know, that person or those viewers. Let's see, this one is, yeah, this one here. So yeah. But it feels, you know, it feels good to help. It feels good to help people, and I really enjoy getting feedback, talking to viewers through comments, and, you know, that's why I think the whole idea of a live is really super intriguing to me, because in that way I can really chat with you in a you know, in a longer, sort of different way. So I'm you know, going to be gearing up for that. So all right, I haven't used one of these cardboard envelopes in a long time. Okay, there it goes. So yeah, so what I wanted to also kind of, you know, talk about was just what's been going on with me in my life. And one of the things that is becoming a concern of mine is that, you know, Ariel, my cat. Hi, Ariel. Hi. Hi. How are you, little girl? And she's an older cat. She is 16 years old. And she's really slowing down. really, really slowing down, and it's kind of been hurting my heart a little bit. Ariel has been through so much with me. She's been through some of the roughest times of my life, and the roughest times of my life in which I felt like I was really neglecting her because I was so focused on all the stress and anxiety and difficulties that I was going through. So much so that, I feel like I couldn't give her the love and attention that she really deserved. And I think I've kind of mentioned this before. I carry this guilt about, Ariel. And luckily, she is a resilient kitty. She's independent and she's pretty tough. And she has put up with a lot during her 16 years, So that's one thing that I'm been worried about lately, and I've noticed a decline in her, I would say, in the last week. She is starting to miss her litter boxes, so there's accidents happening around the house, and that's one of the signs that I can remember when my animals or my pets start to get so old and start to decline. So that's been happening, and I think because she's a cat and she's feisty, she's not going to want to wear a diaper. So I just, like, after when I go to the post office, I'm going to stop off at a pet store and pick up some, those pee-pee pads, and maybe even a larger litter box so that she has an easier time to, maneuver in a litter box. So I'm going to do that. And, so that's kind of one of the things that's top of mind for me. And with the holidays coming up, and then we've already put up our Christmas tree, and that's something that my daughter Kelsey really wanted to do early, is just sort of start celebrating the holidays early. And since her and Justin are both off on maternity and paternity leave, they're at home, and so totally makes sense, And let's see, Justin's mom is here with us as well, and so she's been, busy cooking and cleaning, and she's retired. So she is from San Diego, and her husband is still in San Diego, and they own their own dental office. So he's handling the business, and so she's here helping the kids with any kind of like household things, and helping with Malia a little bit too. So that's been good. And then my schedule has been that I work on reselling in YouTube in the morning, and then at around 2 o'clock or so is when I am on Malia duty. And what that means is basically just helping out Kelsey and Justin as much as they need. And sometimes they don't really need help at all, but that's my time to carry the baby, sit and chat with them, and I don't know, help in any way I can. So that's been good, and so far that's been working. I mean, part of me wishes that I had more free time to spend with them, but at the same time I think it's important for me to keep my income coming in, and because before you know it, I'll be 62, and that's when I'm going to consider whether or not I want to take Social Security or not. And I've been getting some viewers mentioning that they're planning on waiting and not taking Social Security at the earliest age. And I'm open to thinking about that as well, because one thing that I really want to do, and this is what Denise and I, my best friend Denise, I've known her since we were 6 years old. We've always talked about taking a trip to Europe together when we turned, I think we said when we turned 60. And since we're not ready, we haven't saved up enough money for a trip like that, we now kind of pushed it out to let's push it out to we're 65. So if I hold out on Social Security and until I'm older, then I could get more for Social Security. The scary news is, oftentimes you hear about people who wait and then something bad happens to their health, and then they kind of missed out on collecting. So, I don't plan to have bad health. I plan to have very good health, and hopefully I can share sort of my health and wellness journey with you guys, and we can all go on it together, which would be awesome, because I think that will really definitely help keep me accountable on certain changes, lifestyle changes that I want to make, so that I can live a long, healthy life, and really can enjoy retirement. And I don't plan on giving up my reselling business. I want to keep it going. I also would love to keep making YouTube videos too. So, this is something that I can easily see myself doing when I am retired. And that way I can still make some money. That way I can still make money to take trips and things like that. And I need to stay healthy enough so that I can take trips, and that I'm strong enough to really enjoy, my retirement. So anyways, that's the plan. And yeah, so maybe this is a good time to end it, but I would love to hear any comments. I'd love to hear how you guys have been doing. Thank you to all the viewers, past viewers, present viewers. I really appreciate you all. And for those of you who have stuck with me over the 2 years that I've been doing YouTube, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and love seeing your guys' names and reading your comments. It makes this whole journey so worth it. It makes creating a YouTube channel worth it. And really, I did this so that I could have these interactions with you. So anyways, let me know, if these chatting, chatting packs. Let me know if these chatting packs are of interest to you, and maybe that's something that I can continue on doing, and maybe it ends up being I chat while I don't know, photograph, or maybe even maybe while I'm cooking or something. So anyways, love to get your feedback, and hope you're all doing well, and until the next one, take care. Bye bye.